everyone, I'm Wendy Rogers, President and CEO of the Beavercreek Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here today with one of our newest members, Eric Magone with the Learning Experience. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you.
We are so excited to have Eric here today to tell us a little bit more about what the Learning Experience is. So Eric, over to you. Tell us what it's all about.
Sure. So the Learning Experience is a company that's been around for over 20 years. We're very new to the southwestern Ohio area, so a lot of you might not be familiar with us, but certainly not a new company. There's 450 centers throughout the United States, and we are an early childhood education learning center. We cover kids age 6 weeks old all the way up to 6 years.
All right. So Eric, tell us exactly what makes the Learning Experience different or unique than all the other centers.
Good question. So there's a lot of things that make the Learning Experience, unique.
Yes.
One of them, which you'll see throughout the entire center, is the characters that we have that are involved with the curriculum of the Learning Experience. So you'll see those throughout the video. But the curriculum at the Learning Experience is unique to us here. So it's proprietary curriculum. Kids can only be engaged with that curriculum when they are at the Learning Experience. The other thing, too, that's unique about the Learning Experience is that there are different programs that go above and beyond academics, like engineering programs, athletic programs, music programs.
Wow.
We actually get kids introduced to foreign languages. This year we're doing Spanish. Next year we'll transition to Mandarin, and we'll alternate every single year going between Spanish and Mandarin. Sign language, there's a lot of different programs that the kids get to be exposed to. And one of the really great things about the Learning Experience is that all of those programs, all those enrichment programs and additional benefits are all included in tuition. So there's no additional fees. Everything is included in those programs.
That's really incredible. So Eric, when we were talking earlier, I heard that you guys have a mobile app and a YouTube channel. Tell us a little bit about that.
We do, absolutely. So it's called the Bubbles and Friends app and the Bubbles and Friends YouTube channel. Bubbles, the blue elephant here, is our main character that kind of guides kids through the curriculum. You'll see Bubbles all throughout the center, as we go along. But there's a couple great benefits to the app and the YouTube channel. One of them is it just helps kids and families become engaged with the curriculum even when they're outside of the center. But some of the feedback that we've also heard, from a lot of families who are, now enrolled in the center, not only here, but other Learning Experience locations throughout the country, is, whether your child's been involved in a child care center before or not, when they're going to a new child care center, there's always a little bit of anxiety or uneasiness with not only, the kids, but the families as well. And so what's been really, really cool is seeing kids walk into the center and they have a little bit of that anxiety, but they're used to seeing Bubbles and they're used to seeing some of our other characters, on the app and with the YouTube channel. And then they walk into the center and they see all these characters and you can kind of see, a peaceful demeanor come over the kids and the family. So that's one of the great benefits to it. And like I said, you'll see some of the other characters as we go throughout the center.
I just love that so much that you can, you can add that in with the characters and everything and with learning. And it also, like you said, it makes the kids feel safe and secure when they come into a new facility.
Absolutely.
So that's so fabulous. And we're so excited now because we're actually going to take you to some of the rooms here at the Learning Experience to see. So hang on just a minute. We'll be at our first one. So here we are in one of the infant rooms in the Learning Experience. As you can see, it is so beautifully set up. And we have Bubbles over here as one of the main characters that you'll see. But I know, Eric, one of the biggest things here in Beavercreek is the need for infant child care. We see it, and there's so many places, and the spots are gone so fast.
Yes.
What are you guys experiencing here?
So we are experiencing the same demand that a lot of other centers are.
Okay.
This infant classroom can accommodate 12 children.
Okay.
We are, of course, a very new center, but we're actually very, very close to having this room full. But one of the good things, so one of the good things though, with our new center is we do have additional rooms for growth. So we're already in the process of taking one of our classrooms and converting it into an additional infant classroom.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So that should be done and available very, very soon to accommodate the need. The other thing you'll be able to see behind you is even at this age, stage in the infant classrooms, the kids are still engaged with the curriculum. Believe it or not, they start to implement sign language programs even at this age. Yes, and the thought process, we don't expect a 12-month-old to know sign language, but they're exposed to these things even when they're in these rooms, which should be great.
Well, that is pretty amazing, and I'm so excited that you've got more space coming for this. So keep your eyes out for that, everybody. But guess what? We're going on to another classroom, so we'll see you there in just a minute. Okay, guys, here we are in one of the preschool classrooms. Isn't this amazing? There is so much to do in here. It's really incredible. Eric, tell us what goes on in here.
Sure. So this is one of the preschool classrooms here at the Learning Experience. It's a pretty good representation of what most classrooms look like, in our center. One of the big focuses of the Learning Experience is to focus on what we call the whole child.
I love that.
So when you send your child to, a preschool or, any school for that matter, of course they're going to be focusing on academics. But one of the philosophies of the Learning Experience is to focus on the whole child, meaning it's not just academics. As you see throughout the video, you'll see a lot of our other characters that are available on the YouTube app, the YouTube channel as well as the app. And some of those characters are, for example, Grace and Charity Chihuahua, who teach the kids about philanthropy and the importance of giving back. You'll see Flexi Flamingo, who is a character that helps the kids understand the importance of staying physically active. You'll see Penny Polite, who teaches the kids about manners, which all of us parents know.
We all need that.
Yes. So especially us parents, we certainly want our kids to be engaged with those things. So the purpose of a classroom like this is to not only focus on those academics, but also focus on those other characters in that curriculum that can bring in the whole child, focus towards the child.
Now that's pretty awesome, because I love that. It's all very well rounded.
Yes, absolutely.
But I have to point out one of these things over here, this beautiful board on the wall. Eric, tell us what that is. It looks like there's a game going on.
Sure. So it looks kind of like a flat screen TV, but it's actually a touchscreen computer. And the whole purpose of this, and again, this is another philosophy of the Learning Experience, is we don't want to use technology as a way to simply occupy the child. If we're going to use technology, the kids have to be engaged in using that technology to engage with the curriculum. So one of the games that we have, displayed on this touchscreen at the moment is simply a game that the kids can interact with and actually engage with the curriculum as well. So it's a great thing for the kids, to continue to engage with the curriculum.
I love that. There is just so much to do in this classroom. Again, it's pretty incredible here, but wait, there's more. We're going to be right back. All right, guys, here we are outside. This is the last stop of our tour, and I'm so excited because you know what? Finally, Eric, the weather is getting nice. And you want to be outside, and check this out. Look, it's spongy here. I'm on like AstroTurf, which is really cool. But look at all these great toys and everything out here. And most of all, Eric, all the characters are still here, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So tell us a little bit what goes on out here. I mean, I want to just come and hang out for the day.
Yes. I have 6 and 7-year-old sons, and they want to be here all the time, for sure. They want to come to work with Dad.
I love that.
That is for sure. So this is our play area. We love having the kids engage with the curriculum. We love having the kids engage with the touch screens, but at the end of the day, they are kids. And so being able to take them outside, have them run around is obviously super important. So this is their space to do that. If you notice, the playground is separated by this fence. Older kids on one side, younger kids on the other. So that way there's no, safety issues. If we have, even our infants get time to come out here and explore, which is great.
Wow.
So we want to make sure that they're safe when we have, older kids that are running around. But as you mentioned, you'll see characters all throughout the fencing here. So there's our good friend.
There's Bubbles.
There's Bubbles. That's Flexi Flamingo over there. I'm not sure if you can see Lionstein back in the corner, but he's our science guy, and 2 + 2 can on the wall over there who helps the kids learn math. So once again, it's just a way of keeping kids constantly familiar with the characters, which is unique to the Learning Experience, and just helps them constantly stay engaged while they learn, play, and grow in our center.
Eric, this is really incredible. I just love this center. It's absolutely beautiful, one of a kind. So tell the folks, how can they reach out if they would like a tour or some more information?
Sure. So for anyone that would like to learn more about our center, the best thing to do is schedule a time to come in for a tour. The reason we always suggest that is because each family's situation is unique. We can give each family one-on-one attention, answer specific questions, show the specific classroom where your child or children will be, meet teachers, meet center leadership, and do all those important things. So yes, so feel free to follow up with the Beavercreek Chamber for all contact information to get in touch with us.
Absolutely. You can look up the learning experience on our member directory at beavercreekchamber.org, or you can click any of the links in this video. Eric, thank you so much for being here today. This is really wonderful. Thank you for bringing it to our community.
Absolutely.